A showdown in Sherman on the cards tonight as Texoma return home after nearly a month away against the high-flying Spokane Velocity side. Philip Galati with you every step of the way tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. It is going down to the wire in USL League One. We'll take a look at the run of form for Texoma as of late. Again, they are returning home after playing 8 of their last 10 matches on the road. The last time they were here at historic Bearcat Stadium, a 3-3 draw. Last time out, though, a 5-0 loss. They've been outscored 8-0 in their last 2 matches. Head coach Adrian Forbes saying that we've let ourselves down as of late about his side, but that might be the key to spur them on the other direction with a little more fire. Spokane defense, as mentioned, down to the wire in USL League One. The Velocity second. Coming into tonight, Chattanooga currently level with Portland Hearts of Pine on 1 apiece. A number of other games tonight. Keep a look on how the table continues to move. Texoma 3 points behind that playoff cutoff between places 8 and 9. For Spokane, that astute defense led by that man, Carlos Marancio. Head coach Lee Wiedemann, after finishing runners-up with the squad last year, said we knew we had to bolster things defensively. We just weren't good enough to get over the line. But this season, that has completely changed. 15 goals conceded. That is the fewest in all of USL League One. Coach Wiedemann putting special emphasis on defending wide and defending in the box. Those 2 big areas of improvement, why they haven't conceded very many goals. Last time out against Westchester, a perfect example. The visitors took the lead, but then in the second half, Spokane responding, conceding just 1 shot allowed with 8 clean sheets, second in League One. A must-win game by the words of Coach Forbes as Coach Wiedemann looks to narrow the gap on the league leaders Chattanooga. First half kickoff and starting lineups when we come back. Almost time to get underway from Sherman. Texoma back on familiar turf after a long time away, with Spokane eyeing the gap at the top of the table and looking to close some distance. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for both sides tonight. For head coach Adrian Forbes and company, it's a pretty set standard 4-2-3-1. Teddy Baker on the left and Ozzy Ramos on the right, holding it down in the center of the park. Ashbir Spengler playing just in front of the pair, again looking to unlock those doors with the long passes in behind. A couple of names tonight that may make their debuts off the bench for Los Pájaros. As for Lee Wiedmann's 11, it is a couple changes from that 2-1 win last time out against Westchester. Jalen Chrysler, not one of those changes, got his second start in that Westchester game and his first goal of the season, part of that back three with David Garcia and Lucky Oprah on the right. Two-striker pairing up top with Nico Brett and Siobhan John Brown. Anwar Pelaez, who leads the team in scoring with 8 goals on the campaign, not in the 18 tonight. Head coach Adrian Flores, we had a chance to speak with him earlier this week, said it is a must-win game. Ozzy Ramos knows the task at hand. Back in the lineup for his 20th start of the season as Spengler sends a final wish to the heavens. Texoma on the left side of your screen in the black with the red trim. Spokane on the right in the white. The third meeting between these two sides in 2025. The honors even. 1 win apiece. Both out on the West Coast. First time these two sides have battled at historic Bearcat Stadium. Texoma coming into tonight, 8 of their last 10 matches on the road. Outscored 8-0 in their last 2 matches, but don't let that one stat fool you. This is a side that knows how to respond through adversity. The first 7 matches of this club's existence this year, their debut season, Texoma just 1 point. 1 draw against Forward Madison, the rest losses. But after those 7 matches, that next stretch of lucky number 7 was 17 points. Head coach Adrian Forbes says he knows this side has what it takes. And so on the back of a disappointing performance, it has given them just a little bit more reason to come out swinging tonight as McCormick goes down in the box. Referee waves it off. Big time challenge as Luke McCormick hit the deck. Texoma have not had a single penalty called their way this season. They've had a couple that had to defend, but they have never been awarded a spot kick in regular season play. Head coach Adrian Forbes already speaking his mind with the officiating crew, and the ball quickly restarted as Jaune has the fancy feet to beat one defender. Crosses behind a second, and behind McManus as well. Well-timed sliding challenge, no rather. Ramos falling foul of the referee's decision-making as we take another look at that chance. There's a coming together there. Jalen Chrysler makes contact. Seems to get enough of the ball by the judgment of the referee. Melvin Rivas, the man with the whistle tonight. And it's clever from McCormick just to try and take a big progressive touch like that. He doesn't have to get on the other end of it. He just has to draw the foul. Doesn't get the call though. Now Spokane the other way and nearly getting the early goal. It was a decent effort from just inside the box. Dragged wide of the far post. Looked like Siobhan John Brown who had the chance. Rather, it was Andre Lewis. Good look against Javier Garcia, who won the save of the week for a big-time stop against Union Omaha last time out. Lovely move in the box, but well defended by Angelo Calfo. And Garcia will get his first touch of the ball. Jaune once again. Lining up on the far side tonight. Jaune tied with Ajmir Spengler with 3 assists. This is lovely link-up play. Appeals for handball. Nearly a half chance. And 2 early shouts for a penalty for Texoma as Spokane go the other way with Derek Waldeck now. Lovely ball. Nobody's picked up Luis Heel, and it skips underneath the studs. A golden chance on the counterattack. The veteran Derek Waldeck places that ball and it just dies on the playing surface. It doesn't take the big hop that it might on a turf field. I think Luis Heel would be used to on the natural grass, just absorbing the bounce of the ball. Just over 5 minutes played at historic Bearcat Stadium, and already the pace of this match more akin to basketball, lacrosse, with how fast things are going end to end in either direction. Both sides will need a little bit of composure, a little bit of tempo management. Very frantic to start things off. A lot on the line tonight as the playoff picture slowly begins to take shape. Chattanooga conceding late. A 1-1 draw with Portland. They sit atop the table on 45. With a win tonight, Spokane would be second with 44. McCormick, great ball, tough angle. Not a bad effort in the end from Teddy Baker. That was seen all the way by Carlos Marencio. Second in clean sheets this season with 8, behind Jason Smith, the Chattanooga Red Wolves, in double digits with 10. Consistency, the key word for Marencio coming into this year, said head coach Lee Wiedemann. Consistency in the distribution, in the traffic direction, in terms of telling his teammates where to be and when. Plenty of space afforded to Andre Lewis, who gets it right back. Clipped in behind for Waldeck. He's got plenty of green grass in front of him. Looking for an option at the back post. He's found one, settled in front, and it's a great save. A high-flying Javier Garcia to the rescue. Another flowing velocity counterattack. Floated in by Waldeck, settled in front with Siobhan John Brown, and Andre Lewis with the technique to hit that into the ground. And that can be a very difficult one for a goalkeeper to read the bounce, but Garcia has done so well. Didn't read that one as well. Loose in front and off the line. Still somehow scoreless. And away once again. Heel tried to clip it in, and Garcia was off his line. This is an incredible block. Garcia misjudged it, and then it's off the line. It looked like Teddy Baker, who was there, who just had a shot at the other end not 1 minute ago. Nervy moments indeed for the fans watching on at historic Bearcat Stadium. So Garcia will take his time now. Spokane emphasized defending in the channels. They've won it here with Waldeck, who in the end may have had a go, though I doubt that was his intention. Waldeck, the two-time national collegiate champion with the Stanford Cardinal, California native. His 20th start of the campaign as well. And a goal and assist so far for him. Garcia calling for the second ball. First one by Chrysler. The second one by Jome, who is upended. Coughed up possession, though Texoma can't do much with it. Another hearty challenge. Time to perfection. Spengler doesn't get the return ball. Jome for Lewis. Switching the point of attack with Siobhan John Brown, who spotted the run of Nico Brett. Again, acres of space afforded to the Velocity on the near side. Waldeck in front. Couldn't find a teammate. Almost wanted someone to check too. Instead, it's Spengler with a no-look pass as Chrysler goes to ground. Keep an eye on Derek Waldeck and the amount of ground that he's going to have to cover up and back in these first 10 minutes and change. Defending the channels and defending the box. Two big points of emphasis for Spokane coming into 2025 after falling short in the final last year, their first year as a club. Texoma in their maiden campaign. A number of other teams as well set to join USL League One next season. Promotion relegation knocking on the door. Just a few calendar years away as well. Lovely sequence from the hosts. Underlapping run made. McCormick instead trying to see short to his left-hand side and will commit the foul in frustration.
Where's the ball gonna go?
The Englishman is a four-time conference all-team selection at West Virginia. Formerly appeared for Nottingham Forest. And their U18 side in the Youth FA Cup. Very rare to see Luke McCormick in anything besides a full gate when his team gets into the final third. Whether Texoma has the ball or not, Coach Forbes saying he's always charging down defenders, always staying mobile. Saw some time at the start of the year more as an out-and-out forward, and now is dropped more so as a winger. Able to use that speed and that tenacity to see more of the ball and drag defenders in every which way. Ramos. Jauna. That's a mistake. And Nico Brett was nearly onto it. Another pass picked away, but falls fortuitously for Ajmir Spengler. Baker now. There's a great ball into the feet of Jauna, who's checked into the near side, cutting it back. He's loose in front for only a moment. Risky sliding challenge, and the whistle will go. The studs appeared to be up as Siobhan John Brown has gone over. It's JP Jordan, the Texan, who has gone in there with the studs up, and may have been his left leg that ended up catching Siobhan John Brown. Simple foul and nothing more. Elsewhere in League One, Union Omaha up to 8th place on 30 points, currently leading Westchester at the break, coming back on the road to be in front 2-1. South Georgia Tormenta lead Greenville. Tormenta in 9th with 29, Texoma currently in 10th with 26. They would do well to pick up some more here. Picked up by McCormick. Open man at the back post, and it trickles in! Brandon McManus opens the scoring in the 15th minute. The most difficult defense to break down in the league. Opened up in a quarter of an hour by Los Pájaros. It's a great ball from McCormick. McManus just has to get the faintest of touches to it.
That goal was brought to you by 93.1.
Laurencio scrambling, and the ball just barely bouncing up and over him. The connection between Luke McCormick and Brandon McManus has been a strong point this season for Texoma. Both served red card suspension last time out. Both back into the first 11 tonight, and they connect with 15 minutes gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Texoma FC goal scored by number 7, Brandon McManus in the 15th minute.
I had a chance to talk to head coach Adrian Forbes earlier this week about the connection between those two specifically, and he says they just play off each other's attributes so well. Heel with the bike! Right in the arms of Garcia, but a speculative attempt from Spokane skipper. Didn't get the power he wanted to, but how about the technique? If you had to pick a player to score from just about anywhere, it is Luis Heel. Another ball into the box, and again Garcia scampering out quickly to meet it. It's exactly the kind of confident goalkeeping that Adrian Forbes will be looking for. Space afforded to McCormick once again. McManus trying to get free for him. It's still with McCormick, who goes down again, and it's waved off again. Continued cries from the Texoma technical area, pleading for their first penalty kick of the season. An honor that still has yet to be bestowed. Waldeck. Fernandez. Fernandez, the pendulum man of this Spokane side. He looked to him to set the tempo, determine when they want to go forward at pace versus hold it up. He's the player capable of connecting that progressive pass into the final third. Lovely connection on the far side, and the cross is well overhit. Plenty of options from which to choose. As take a look again at McCormick just soldiering through. And there is a bit of a trip there, it appeared, from David Garcia. But got a toe poke to the ball, saving him the blushes for a spot kick. Baker winning it once again for Los Pájaros. As Adrian Forbes has a chat with the fourth official. He's got to be careful. One more yellow card and it will be a suspension via accumulation. Look at the space afforded to the back line for Texoma from their own teammates. Spokane not really interested in the high press, but for the hosts, very few options for that 5-10 yard pass, really looking to stretch things. And it may just work out for them here. Spengler, wrong foot's one. He'll have a go himself. Right down the middle for Marancio. Ajmir Spengler with the technique to keep that low. It's not a bad idea to go low from that sort of distance, especially against the goalkeeper of Carlos Marancio's stature, 6'2". Didn't get the greatest look though with 3 defenders in front of him. Spokane probing for the response. Options slowly arriving in the final third. Waldeck. McCormick defending. And forced all the way back to safety. Garcia. Couldn't thread the needle. This sort of attacking play from Spokane is exactly why they have shown time and time again their dominance in the league this season. Just the patience. If the first pass isn't connected, they win back the second ball and they recycle. Players staying wide, players staying mobile. Even with Texoma set in their shape, Spokane able to find the lanes. There was one on the far side, just overhit for Lucky Oprah. An inaugural champion of the Jägermeister Cup last year with the Northern Colorado Hailstorm. Storied career in his own right, Lucky Oprah. He's brought his talents to Estonia, Finland, Switzerland, Latvia. Oprah given some space on the far side. Just 3 at the back on paper for Spokane. Though never looking likely through 23 minutes or so to be susceptible on the fast break. Chrysler calming things down. Oprah has stayed high. Stays on his feet as well. Lumin Jaune snapping at his heels. Fernandez. Heavy touch from heel. Check of the shoulder and not given a ton of space to turn. Look how wide Spokane want to stay, really stretching things. And especially with 5 across midfield. That can be hard to do. It's more like 5 in midfield with the 2 holding midfielders and the 3 in front for Texoma, but a very different 5 at that. Teddy Baker and Ozzy Ramos given so much positional freedom. Ramos almost is the sole central defensive midfielder. Baker shifting into the channels. There's a poor pass from the back. Garcia with the miscue, and it's 1-1. Spokane capitalizes on the gift, and Nico Brett delivers the final blow. Level once again in the Lone Star State, as Brett gets his 2nd of the campaign. Garcia underhit it, Ramos 2nd to it, well intercepted by Andre Lewis, put everything into that cross. Nobody picked up Nico Brett at the back post. It's a poor mistake, but again, this cross from Andre Lewis, swinging his leg nearly 270 degrees across his body on the bouncing ball, really put some whip into that. Nico Brett given a very, very tidy finish to cap it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Spokane Velocity FC goal scored by number 9, Echo Brett, in the 26th minute.
Anwar Pelayaz leading the Velocity in goal scoring with 8 coming into tonight. And again, not in the 18 for Lee Wiedemann tonight. So one of the questions was going to be, where will those goals come from? Brett, just his 5th start of the campaign, his 2nd time on the score sheet. His first since June the 21st against Richmond. A longtime USL Championship man, Nico Brett, with both the Birmingham Legion and New Mexico United. So a bit of a change to the shape now, as nearly another giveaway. Baker sliding inside, Perkins back out wide at that right back spot where he lined up on paper. Play will go on. And Spengler showing frustration. You could see there he put his arms out. He was waiting for Texoma to switch and play out of the pressure, not back into it. They've done so now though, the hosts. Jaune trying to get the beating of Ish Jome, and the defender will concede the corner kick. That will be a very fun battle to watch. Amin Jaune and Ish Jome,
Come on, TFC fans, let's bring the energy.
both hailing from Banjul in the Gambia.
TFC.
Jaune is spending some time in USL Championship with Phoenix Rising. So too did Ish Jome, though, with San Antonio. Baker into a dangerous area, still alive. Nobody there for another opportunity for Texoma. Clever ball, played into the feet of Garcia. John Brown trying to use the space of Lewis. There was space there, but Jaune got to it first. Seen a couple times now when Spokane try and pick their moments for the fast break. Haven't had the passing accuracy that they've been hoping for, but That will likely change as they settle into the match. 30th minute from historic Bearcat Stadium. Phil Galati with you, one apiece. The third meeting this season between Texoma and Spokane. Jauna to the byline, got the cross away. Garcia there to meet it. Just barely stayed in. Ball dancing on the paint for Siobhan John Brown, who gets behind Ajmir Spengler and then is brought down. Siobhan John Brown doing a really nice job there to step across Ajmir Spengler on the inside lane, use his speed. As the referee has issued a hydration break. "84 degrees in Sherman. It was Brandon McManus in the 15th minute who had his effort canceled out by Nico Brett's header in the 26th. I mean, Jauna having words with the athletic trainer. Big part of Texoma's success this season. Just spoke on the 2 goals we've had so far tonight. We'll take forward, goes to the velocity. Adrian Forbes, the first head coach in Texoma history. Started his coaching career as an academy coach with his boyhood club, Norwich City, in 2011. Became a full-time coach after hanging up his boots the following year.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A caution has been issued by the referee to Texoma FC, number 10, Ajmir Spengler, in the 30th minute.
And for that challenge, Ajmir Spengler given a yellow card. Waldeck having to retreat just a bit. Capable of that long throw. And nobody's picked up Bish Jome. His effort blocked by Jordan. Lewis. JP Jordan there once again. McCormick was slaloming his way through white shirts there. Left a couple defenders in his wake. And now space afforded to McManus to spring the counter with Jauna. Overlapping run made by Perkins. Jauna keeps it himself, instead finding Ajmir Spengler! Lovely sequence from Texoma. Their number 10 steals the headlines again. And Los Pájaros regain the lead.
Goal, Texoma FC.
Blisteringly fast sequence this was. Perkins made the run, and that little feint there drew Derek Waldeck out of position, gave Lamine Jaune time to find Ajmir Spengler, and that is such a good finish. Going away from goal, leaning ever so slightly back, able to guide it into that bottom left corner. It is an incredibly difficult take. He made it look so easy, Ajmir Spengler. The best always do.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Texoma FC goal scored by number 10, Ajmir Spengler, in the 35th minute.
Ajmir Spengler now inching his way into the Golden Boot conversation with 8 to his name. Carson Henderlong currently leading the charge for FC Naples with 12. Rather, it was Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. who scored most recently for Westchester to have 13 to his name now.
Free kick brought to you by Terry Jones Insurance Agency.
Ajmir Spengler spent the last 2 seasons with South Georgia Tormenta. He had 9 goals and 8 assists in 35 matches. Certainly nothing to scoff at, but 8 goals and now 3 assists in his 23rd match for Texoma. Nearly a bad mistake at the back again. This time for the visitors. As Brett goes down, Calfo can't believe it. And there'll be a booking as well. Angelo Calfo stops a promising attack. Didn't seem like there were a lot of numbers there for the counter. But you can see when Nico Brett turns and then faces the ball running forward, then that contact happens. That's why the referee has gone for a yellow card in this situation. If he stayed with his back to goal, Nico Brett, it might only be a verbal warning for Angelo Calfo. Spokane will look for their second equalizer. They might get it here. He'll try to poke it through, and in fact left his studs in as well.
Free kick brought to you by Terry Jones Insurance Agency.
Angelo Calfo this time on the other side of a foul. Blocked the shot, and then there is just an error in stud there, and it's a nasty one. No malintent from Luis Heel, but anyone who's played this sport knows the sting of a stud to an exposed ankle. Another whistle from the referee, who is now having words with Texoma head coach Adrian Forbes. And Coach Forbes, again, 1 yellow card away from suspension. He knew that coming into tonight. And it will likely be his final warning before a caution is produced. No dice on the goal kick. Only took Spokane 11 minutes to respond after conceding the first tonight. 15 goals conceded, the fewest in League One coming into tonight. They've given up 2 in the first frame. Last time they conceded more than 2 in a match, you have to go all the way back to July 19th. There's a very dangerous cross, comes up empty. The second one put to the back post and headed away with power by Teddy Baker. Cleared with even more oomph by Jordan Chavez. Joan, cut back blocked. Second opportunity swept away. Jauno worked back for it. Great switch from Ramos. McCormick settling and goes down, holding his face. Derek Waldeck immediately checking in on him. And the referee says it's a yellow card. Any sort of upper body contact, though incidental, can be considered reckless.
Call Joe Brown, attorney.
Oh, and you see the left arm there from Derek Waldeck. Swung in a very reckless manner indeed. Far from his intention, but really shouldn't have a complaint with the outcome. Fourth yellow card of the year for Derek Waldeck now. Four times this season named to the USL League One Team of the Week. Most recently back on May 10th. Ajay Spengler looking likely for his 6th nomination. Heel with the Travella pass. And Garcia takes the touch back into his box, which is legal.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A caution has been issued by the referee to Derek Waldeck, number 18, for Spokane in the 41st minute.
McManus climbed the ladder and fell down rather harshly. Play will go on. Chavez into the stands. Thankfully heard the thud of the ball crashing against the bleachers. Waldeck again has that long throw in the locker. This time goes short. And a free kick for Spokane now. Prime real estate for a natural left footer like Derek Waldeck. We've seen one-headed goal from the visitors tonight, as the referee will mark out 10 yards. Texoma would do well to preserve the lead going into the locker room. 2 minutes and change to see that out. Swept in instead with the right foot. And down for Spengler. Perkins has time to launch the counter. Spinning away in the wrong direction. Spokane knocking it back and forth, looking for that long ball. Didn't come off this time around. Clever interplay again by Texoma, but cut away. Now the velocity with numbers. Clever chip pass into Luis Heel. What a finish! So well taken from Luis Heel. And Spokane level once again. Again, Spokane winning the second ball so well tonight. Just lifted up over Javier Garcia, who we have seen come off his line time and time again. He's misjudged this one. It's a looping effort just underneath the crossbar. And it's a 4-goal first 45 at historic Bearcat Stadium. There's 3 minutes for a fifth. It has been a real joy to watch. The third meeting this season between Spokane and Texoma, 1 win apiece.
Luis Gil in the 45th minute.
Baker nearly fell to Spengler, dismayed that he didn't get the opportunity for his second. Clever touch from Fernandez. He's drawn Ramos out of position, and he's got to get back. Spengler trying to fill the void. Ishjom exploring it. Shares the wealth to Derek Waldeck on the near side. Options available. Tough angle for Siobhan John Brown. Picks out help at the top of the key with Lewis. Jome left behind for Heel. Texoma have done well to plug the spaces. Fernandez, great ball. Waldeck with a heavy first touch. Spins kindly for Spokane. Stood up to the back post, headed down and off the line again! A second staggering goal line stand. Not the first goal line clearance tonight for Texoma, and with the way that Spokane is playing, it may not be the last. Final minute of the 3 at a minimum. Clipped in. Down at the far side of the 18 with Lucky Oprah. No way through. What a chance that was, and what a clearance from Angelo Calfo. Spokane have done so well to win the aerial duels tonight, particularly in the Texoma 18-yard box. Long throw, headed down, stamped away by Perkins this time. Clever move. Luke McCormick sends his defender on the slip and slide. Luis Heel wins it right back. Bundled over. Advantage played. Siobhan John Brown to the byline and runs out of real estate. At the final sequence of the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end.
How about the poise from Luke McCormick? So much composure.
And your Texoma FC.
It's been an incredible watch, but it takes a temporary break for the interval. 2-2 through 45 minutes. End-to-end action in a must-win match for Texoma, by the words of head coach Adrian Forbes. It has been a battle for every single second. So much to talk about at halftime. On the other side of one short break. See you soon.
What is Parker Performance Institute about? At Parker Performance Institute, we empower individuals to unlock their full potential. Our goal is to provide brain and body care to speed up recovery, improve function, and enhance performance. Our patients range from concussion and brain injury to sports injuries and prevention. We'll tailor a treatment plan for your best results. Being the healthiest you can be is important to you and us. Discover how we can help by visiting parkerperformanceinstitute.com.
Parker University offers a range of degrees tailored for aspiring health professionals looking to work in the areas of sports, fitness, strength, and wellness. Degrees available include functional nutrition, strength and human performance, sports psychology, anatomy, and more. All programs are fully online, with financial aid available to those who qualify. Whether you are an athlete or want to help others live their best life, check us out at parker.edu. That's parker.edu.
"45 minutes down at historic Bearcat Stadium. It has been a nervy watch for the Texoma faithful. 2-2 through 45 minutes as we take a look at what's next for both of these sides. It does not get any easier. Another road trip on deck for Los Pájaros to Westchester, then to Portland before returning home against AV Alta and Richmond. Then another road game against One Knoxville. It is going to be a fight to the finish. Those two home games against AV Alta and Richmond, the last two home games of the season for Texoma. Everything else on the road. For Spokane, it's a similar story. Their final 7 matches, just 3 of them at home against Chattanooga, Greenville, and South Georgia Tormenta, respectively. It is a rematch of last year's title bout against Union Omaha next up for Lee Veman and company. It was a 2-1 win for Spokane last time these two sides met back on August the 2nd. Meanwhile, the Jägermeister Cup final has been decided. Sacramento against Hartford, the 2 USL Championship sides in the first edition of the expanded competition, all to play for on October 4th. Kickoff slated for 10 p.m. Eastern on the Golazo Network. You don't want to miss it. So one more break. When we come back, news, notes, and so much more to talk through. We'll see you soon.
One-timer! And the kickers are on the board.
Ollie Wrights. It's Portland's pumping ahead 2-1.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming.
Yelling and screaming and chanting.
Back from the dead in the 90th minute!
We'll follow them wherever, pretty much. That's just the love that we have for our team.
What is Parker Performance Institute about? At Parker Performance Institute, we empower individuals to unlock their full potential. Our goal is to provide brain and body care to speed up recovery, improve function, and enhance performance. Our patients range from concussion and brain injury to sports injuries and prevention. We'll tailor a treatment plan for your best results. Being the healthiest you can be is important to you and us. Discover how we can help by visiting parkerperformanceinstitute.com.
Fresh off clinching their 11th consecutive playoff berth, Blue City winger Aiden McFadden joins the show to talk his 5-year journey as a pro and how this might be the best year of his career so far. Haji Berry is back in USL Championship play with Hartford Athletic. Is he going to be back to his goal-scoring form that saw him win the Golden Boot just a couple of seasons ago? Who's the favorite heading into Final Four action in Jaeger Cup? We got you covered.
They're not here by accident. It's not by chance.
You know, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
The game day environment is unlike anything I've experienced. It's loud, it's authentically Maine.
Even if the supporter doesn't play on the pitch, we fight together.
Don't get many opportunities to be a part of something brand new. We do have a responsibility to set the foundation.
People are coming here because they know soccer and they want to watch.
Welcome back. Halftime between Texoma and Spokane. What a first half it was. But we have so much more to talk about on our halftime show. We start with the news and notes. As for the best 11 in USL League One, last week, James Sneddon, the 19-year-old shot stopper for Richmond, starting things at the back. Lucky Oprah as well, named to the first 11. Lalo Blancas named the best player of the week. Vincenzo Candela, new at the helm of Union Omaha, gets the honor of the coach of the week. As for the live standings, this is how things look as of now. Union Omaha nursing a 2-1 lead over Westchester with only a few minutes left in that match. Texoma could jump all the way up to 28 points should they find the lead once again. But first, we take a look at the goal of the week and the player of the month.
Obregon with Sadie. JC Obregon! No stopping that man! A dozen on the season! Westchester ahead!
Here's a switch to the play to right. Flank stays down. Ollie Wright cutting inside and finishing. Portland ruthless, and they lead 2-1.
Flicked on. Ollie Wright at full gates. Him and the keeper, it's Ollie Wright! Portland's main character delivers all 3 points in style.
Almost time for the second half to get underway. 2 goals apiece through 45 minutes. We'll take you through how it all happened. If you're just joining us, sorry, you missed a heck of a first half. But with 4 goals in 45 minutes, we didn't have to wait long for the first. The 15th minute was where it all started. Luke McCormick and Brandon McManus, both unavailable in red card suspension last time out. They connect with a quarter of an hour gone. McManus at the back post, sliding home. Luke McCormick with his 2nd assist of the season. McManus' 4th goal of 2025. 11 minutes later, Spokane hit back. A poor pass at the back from Javier Garcia. You never build out of the middle when another team has numbers forward. Nico Brett, one of those numbers, and gets a number on the score sheet for the Velocity. 1 apiece with the unmarked header off the giveaway. Some ball as well from Andre Lewis to set that all up with the interception and then the cross. 35th minute, Texoma regaining the reins. Lamine Jauna faked the overlapping run, instead tees up Ajmir Spengler, who curls in his 8th of the season. And a lot of those goals are so good to watch. This one from outside the box, up there with the best of them. Immediately shows love to his teammate for the setup, but the lead would not last. Once again, Velocity hit back, and it is Luis Gil with the chip. Incredibly deft finish, looped over Javier Garcia, who has come out of his area a couple times tonight, and that would do it for the first half. 6 of the 9 shots for Spokane on target. That's an incredible ratio. It's exactly the kind of attacking output that they've been looking for. Meanwhile, Texoma, 4 of 5. Again, both of these sides have had really good looks at goal, and we could be talking 3 or 4 for either team coming into this second half. It is just 2 apiece. Possession split just about down the middle. 2 yellow cards for the hosts, 1 for the visitors. If you're just joining us, Texoma in the black with the red trim. Now on the right side of your screen, Spokane in the white on the left. A Hispanic Heritage Night here in Sherman. The festivities started early this morning. Incredible community in the Lone Star State. Head coach Adrian Forbes spoke on it at length. He prides himself on building a team from all different walks of life. And they are truly creating something special in their very first year as an organization. Lovely 1-2. Jome into the box, going over, penalty kick! 20 seconds into the second half, and Spokane gets a spot kick. There were maybe 3 penalty shouts in the first 5 minutes for Texoma. They didn't get any. They haven't had a penalty all year, but that is a penalty. Ozzy Ramos goes to ground, sticks out the left foot, brings down the attacker, as David Garcia wants Nico Brett to leave it behind, he will. Garcia looking for his 2nd of the season from 12 yards away, and it would be the first lead of the evening for the visitors. Against Javier Garcia. It would be the dream start to the second half for Spokane. Garcia saved! The rebound still in front. The whistle goes again. And the referee points in Texoma's direction. It is some stop from Javier Garcia. A penalty awarded 20 seconds into the second half, and it's a kick save. The trailing leg from the shot stopper. Difficult height to readjust to that one midair as well. Ishjome clattering into Teddy Baker for the foul that resulted in a free kick for the hosts. Javier Garcia, the reigning Save of the Week winner for an aerial effort against the defending champions, Omaha, last time out. Argument to be made that that one was even better. It is the 4th penalty kick he has saved this year. It's the 5th he's faced. An 80% save rate from 12 yards. What? Absolutely ludicrous. Texoma on their heels once again. Heel looking for the option. Baker's in the way. Last penalty he faced, Javier Garcia, back on August 16th against Chattanooga. He stopped that one. Play restarted quickly. McCormick in a foot race as Garcia will concede the throw. Spengler into the area, and it's 3-2! Texoma regained the lead for a 3rd time tonight as Brandon McManus gets his 2nd. It is an absolutely bonkers start to the second half. It's a good finish from McManus. The pass a little bit behind him, set his plant foot, swung through it, kept his shoulders low. A bouncing ball, always difficult for a goalkeeper, but especially from that sort of distance. Spengler with his 2nd goal contribution. And the 2nd time Brandon McManus puts his name on the score sheet tonight. Up to 5 on the campaign. And what was very nearly the first lead of the evening for the 2024 runners-up in USL League One, instead results in yet another lead for Los Pájaros.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Texoma FC goal scored by number 7, Brandon McManus, in the 50th minute.
A 5-0 loss last time out for Texoma against the defending champions Union Omaha. Head coach Adrian Forbes told us earlier this week it was maybe the worst performance they've had this year. That he expected more of everyone on the field and that they knew they could do better. That going into this game they had to prove not only to themselves but to the fans and to all of USL League One that they are capable of better. And that added motivation tonight has worked wonders. There is no telling how this one will finish. Spokane continuing to hit back again and again, refusing to stay down. And after conceding, we've seen the velocity really enter the driver's seat in terms of the momentum. Bossing the ball, getting numbers forward, pushing the fullbacks higher. Sending that long ball, that route one pass over the top, and then putting bodies forward for the 2nd opportunity. There's the perfect example. The long ball doesn't work. Nearly a turnover in midfield. This time, though, fortunate for Texoma. That is some touch, though. Lucky Oprah. And a grin from Luke McCormick. He knew the skill it took for the center back to pluck that one out of the air. Sliding challenge to the far side by Calfo. Lewis, heel. His Joan was wide open. Defender came across to cut away the ball and needed to. Otherwise, it would have been a one-on-one. So the Velocity go back to the drawing board again as a player is down. And it's Brandon McManus who needs a bit of a stretch. A Louisville native. Stayed in his home state with the Cardinals for college ball. 8 goals, 6 assists in 2,000 minutes for the ACC school. Scored a game winner in his lone NCAA tournament appearance for Louisville. No Solomon Asante for Texoma, but the USL Championship veteran continuing to guide from the sidelines, and head coach Adrian Forbes telling us earlier this week it's galvanized McManus's play to be able to learn from such a decorated player in the chapters of USL history. And McManus has grown into his role, working harder every week, said Coach Forbes, to improve his link-up play. It was a key part of the link-up on that second goal dispatched by Ajmir Spengler. McCormick played the long ball over the top. McManus with his back to goal, checked into midfield, that classic number 9 play, using his frame to hold up the ball and wait for reinforcements. McManus already back into the fray. And it looks to be a bit of a different look from Spokane as well. 3 on paper. Monkey Oprah at the bottom of your screen, pushing a little bit higher. Almost looking like a back 4 with how wide David Garcia and Jalen Chrysler are. It could leave Spokane vulnerable to the counter, and that's exactly what's happened. Fernandez with the business decision and his caution for the tactical foul. Numbers were on for Los Pájaros. Again, the link-up play from McManus. Clever header. Ajmir Spengler just getting in front of his mark. Knew that the foul was coming. Colin Fernandez, now the second Velocity player booked tonight for his 3rd of 2025. 19 appearances for both the U.S. and Peruvian youth national teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Caution has been issued by the referee to Spokane Velocity FC number 6, Colin Fernandez.
So now 2 yellow cards apiece for both sides. Teddy Baker will stand over it. Not a lot of options to pick out. They'll try and find Chavez. Play had to be made at the back for Spokane. Jordan got the nutmeg and got on the end of it too. Nobody there to help him. Spokane looking to spring the counter. Long searching ball forward. Garcia all the way out of his area. It's a poor header. He's got to get back. Waldeck had a look at it. Decided instead to play short with Luis Heel. Lewis on the one-timer. And it's through the uprights. You could see from his body language, Andre Lewis was always going to have a go. Javier Garcia again, way out of his area, able to get back in time, but Lewis calling for it and then lets it run rather than going to the ball, taking a progressive first touch, closing the space between him and the net. Maybe waited a half second too long and on a bouncing ball, went for power over placement. It would have taken something right out of the top drawer to beat Javier Garcia from that sort of range. Spengler calling for it. McCormick instead to the back post. Lamine Jauna gonna get there. Cruyff turn a little bit heavy. Wins it back, though unfairly. Committing the foul right in front of his former Phoenix Rising teammate Solomon Asante. You saw in the black tracksuit. 4 goals to his name this season. His last kick of the campaign was a game winner right here at historic Bearcat Stadium. Another win on the part of Luke McCormick. Spengler going forward now. Had a go, blocked in front. McCormick turning around. Another go blocked once again. Lewis can't spring the counter. And a foul called on the part of Ozzy Ramos. We saw a bit of sustained pressure from Spokane after conceding in the 50th minute. And now Texoma doing a much better job of winning the second ball in their final third. Really putting some pressure on this Velocity back line. Conceding 3 goals tonight, only had 15 coming into the evening all season. As Coach Forbes will make his first change and he'll double it. Brandon McManus brought off for Brian Padilla. As Davey Mason will replace Lamine Jauna in the heart of midfield. Padilla with 1 goal, 1 assist to his name. 12th appearance of the campaign, his 9th off the bench. Joan. Step over, doesn't fool JP Jordan. He lost it. The referee called a foul. Nobody happy with that decision, it seems. Spokane didn't think it was a foul. Texoma thought they were away. Thankless job it is to be a referee. As now Lee Wiedman preparing his own set of changes for Spokane. Neil Vinyals and Bryce Meredith set to enter the contest. Stamped forward and too much sauce. Mauricio wanting to go quickly, didn't like what he saw. Now can Spokane build past that first line? It's proven difficult for the last 5-6 minutes or so. Fernandez carried it a bit himself, as now Texoma will drop off. Another Route 1 pass. Second ball falls to Spengler. The switch is on. Garcia stepped up and the offside trap executed perfectly. Luke McCormick thought he was away, but David Garcia with a risky play to step up like that. But it did appear to be offside. Neil Vinyals will come in for Siobhan John Brown up top. As Colin Fernandez, the tempo setter, be replaced by Bryce Meredith. Vinyals, the Barcelona native, 5 goal contributions to his name this season. Named to the All-League first team in 2023. Second team in 2024. 19 goals, 18 assists, and 116 appearances with the Richmond Kickers. And a Players' Shield winner. Joan, lovely bit of skill. Nearly had his pocket picked. As Davy Mason sees the whistle for the trip. Seen Ish Joan tuck inside a little bit more in the second half. Luis Heel has taken the space in the channel and played a great ball to the back post, and that is some finish. Spokane level once again. Jalen Chrysler, the big center half, scored his first of the season last week and his second tonight. It is a striker's finish from the defender, tucked neatly into the bottom right corner. Luis Hale, turn provider, doesn't try to crush it. Ankle locked, the technique is there. Connects so sweetly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Spokane Velocity FC goal scored by number 3, Jalen Chrysler.
It was a 3-3 draw last time Texoma was here almost a month ago at historic Bearcat Stadium. That one against AV Alta. Spokane with the best defense in the league have shown their attacking fortitude through adversity tonight. Texoma had the lead in the second half for all of 15 minutes, their third lead of the night, and that their longest stretch of the evening. Mason wants the give and go. And the pass under hit by Padilla. Let off for this side, and Adrian Forbes knew it from his reaction. But again, that second ball falling the way of the hosts. And now it is Texoma responding brightly after conceding. Time and space afforded to Baker. Took a deflection and a big block in front. Lewis. Heel lost his balance, but the chance goes on with Vinyals now. Dangerous on the ball, Neil Vinyals. Lovely threaded pass to the byline. Waldeck on his right. He's looking to pick out his Joe. Good cross on the weaker right foot for Derek Waldeck. Lewis to the back post, and it's over the run of Nico Brett. The spin has kept it in touch. Vinyal showing short. Set back with Waldeck. Spokane trying to dominate those channels. They've done well to win their duels in the air, especially in the 18-yard box. It's that line-breaking ball that has proved difficult to find for this side. But when they are able to unlock, or rather bypass, the midfield line for Texoma, that's when the Velocity are at their most dangerous. Another long ball does just that. Jome trying to skip away. Jome gets the inside lane, goes down, and another penalty kick. Jome wins his second spot kick of the second half. Had the footwork to beat JP Jordan at the byline. Just pushing it through on that left foot, and there is a trip there. JP Jordan doesn't really need to make that challenge. Angelo Calfo is coming across. And after David Garcia couldn't convert, Nico Brett will have a go. 1 goal all season coming into tonight. This would be his second of the evening. "12 yards away from Javier Garcia. Can he be the man to give the Velocity their first lead of the night? It's Brett. It's saved again! Garcia has done the impossible! A second kick save. And another penalty kick turned away.
Let's go, Pete! Go!
He's faced 6 penalty kicks this season, Javier Garcia. This is his 5th save. Again with the legs. Making the stop, readjusting in midair. It's not a great penalty from Nico Brett. Tried to go down the middle, but didn't really find the lane to do so. It may fall to him again. It's deflected, still in front, and the foul called. Rather, it's offside against David Garcia. Javier Garcia has simply done the unimaginable. Still 20 minutes plus to go from historic Bearcat Stadium. Spengler, McCormick goes down. Whistle stays silent and will now sound the other direction. We had a chance to speak to head coach Adrian Forbes this week about some of the penalties that his side have faced at historic Bearcat Stadium. Still yet to get their own spot kick in league play, Texoma. But both of those were the correct call from the referee, and somehow Javier Garcia turned them both aside. He has faced now 5 penalties since June 21st against the Charlotte Independents. And Luis Alvarez scored with a Panenka in second half stoppage time. He has not conceded any one of those 5 penalties since. As the whistle went during the corner, Bryce Meredith, the substitute for Spokane, shoving over a defender. Garcia. Lewis not forcing anything. Wanting someone to check too. Instead will go long again. That has been the modus operandi for this side. Joan able to wriggle free. Cross nearly settled in front. Creative back heel though to get it away from danger. Still not all the way out of harm's way though for Texoma. Oprah wants to give and go. Defender goes over, and that will be a foul. Here's Joan with a shake of the noggin. As there will be a couple more changes to be made. Double change for Spokane. Luis Heel and Ish Joan are done for the evening. Javier Martin will come in out on the wing as Masango Akale will give some added depth offensively. On the other side of things is a Texoma debut for Alder Flowers Gamboa to replace JP Jordan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Due to the high temperature of today's match, the referees indicated the safety and equipment break for the players. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Alder Flowers Gamboa, the first ever Academy signing for Los Pájaros. We'll take a look at the highlights from the second.
Entertainment, DJ and Lighting Services. If you like the sound music from the booth tonight, give it up for our
Alder Flowers
DJ.
Gamboa, the Academy signing, first ever in Texoma history. Given instruction from Ozzy Ramos. 28-year-old who started his League One career back in 2022. Part of the inaugural squad of the Central Valley Fuego. His teammates with Texoma captain Jordan Chavez. Javier Garcia has earned his plaudits tonight and then some. The reigning Save the Week winner, and we have a couple to choose from for this week. Final quarter of an hour of regulation. It would take clairvoyance to know exactly how this one will finish. Spengler pushed off his mark, and it will be a free kick. Taken too quickly for the referee's liking. Spokane have one more substitute available. 2 left for Texoma, should they choose to use them. Baker. Flowers Gamboa. The Academy product puts in a decent ball, well met by Garcia. Right back in by Ramos, and again away. Waldeck didn't like what he saw the other direction. Chrysler. Oprah picks out an excellent split pass as Meredith will send things forward. Picked out of the air, but looping as Chavez clatters through Waldeck, and play will go on. Referee thought about the whistle, instead waves play on. Vinyals completely fluffed his lines there. Thought Waldeck was making the run. Vinyals back onto it. Fantastic player. So his head coach Lee Veman, a top professional for this club in his first year with them. There's a challenge at the far side. Will go unpunished. Referee says it was a clean win on the part of Bryce Meredith. As it's with Nil Vinyals once again. Spokane now bossing the momentum since the hydration break. Again, head coach Adrian Forbes telling us earlier this week this is a must-win game for them. They have put 3 goals past the most staunch defense in all of USL League One. But they will need at least one more if they are to capture all 3 points, Los Pájaros. Vinyals to swing it in. Whip to the back post. And caught by Garcia. Wanted the counter, but nobody there. Tired legs on a very hot evening in the Lone Star State. Is there a moment of individual brilliance to steal the show in its curtain call? Spokane cautiously keeping numbers forward. Nico Brett, the lone striker there, but Javier Martin covering a lot of ground with fresh legs off the bench. So 2-0 Vinyals. Ball forward for Flowers Gamboa. Clever footwork from the youngster. Stays upright. Does well to hold it up there. Ramos given time to decide. Another good ball from the Academy product. Cut back from Mason. Bounced away from him. Swept away by Lewis. Alder Flowers Gamboa playing with plenty of confidence. Just 18 years of age. Officially signed yesterday to the squad. You would be fooled if you didn't think it was his professional debut. As Adrian Forbes knew that one more yellow card would result in a suspension, and that is a booking that will see him unavailable for Texoma's next match. Los Pájaros taking on Westchester on the road in 8 days' time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Cautions issued by the referee to Texoma FC, Coach Forbes, in the 83rd minute.
Luke McCormick wasting no time. Knows that is a hot commodity at the moment. A few precious seconds that remain. 2 penalty kicks, 2 goals in the second half. There will likely be a somewhat substantial amount of additional time. Mason. Calfo. Probing forward. Pursued by Padilla. Goes all the way through, and Morencio maybe could have done more with it. Under the care of the skipper now, Jordan Chavez. Two goals to his name this season, including an absolutely heroic thunderbolt on the road against Chattanooga to steal a point from the league leaders. As things stand, Spokane second on the table with 42. Red Wolves in first with 45. Meanwhile, Texoma in 10th with 26. 3 points behind South Georgia, who sit 1 point outside the playoff places. Vinyals given a lot of time. Cut back by Martin and saved by Garcia. Too shallow of a cross. And Flowers Gamboa not going to mess around with it. Oprah. Now Lewis. A real air of caution around historic Bearcat Stadium. Nobody wanting to make a costly mistake, but someone will have to take a risk if there is to be a 7th goal this evening. Martin had a lot of work to do with that ball. Mason defending well. Spengler afforded space. One-time ball with the outside of his boot to McCormick. Options available with him. Padilla, one of them. Opens up to the near side. Flowers Gamboa's cross. Met by Meredith. Nutmeg was there, but Texoma win it back. And another one the other direction. McCormick into the area, the pass over hit, and it's come off him last. You can see the effect that the weather has had on these players, and especially the way these two sides play. So high tempo. The counters from Texoma, the Route 1 passes from Spokane. End-to-end sprinting from the opening minute to where we are now. It is an exasperated 22 players at historic Bearcat Stadium. Again, a couple substitutes still available. Two for the hosts and one for the visitors. But the fuel tanks running on empty. Still nobody backing down. It's been an incredible watch. And it is still far from over. Lewis. Diagonal ball for Martin. He stayed wide. Condensing things a bit now. Oprah there in support. Drags the defender out of the way. The team couldn't explore the space. Chrysler. Waldeck. Was given space to work it in, nobody there. In the 18-yard box for Derek Waldeck. Vinyals has checked back a bit, just trying to facilitate the build-up. Normally don't see him that deep in midfield, but you can see the movement of the white shirts. Everybody running in every which direction. And there's a mistake and a try from distance. And seen all the way by Laurencio. Brian Padilla must have been, goodness, 60, 70 yards from goal. We have seen our fair share of long distance strikes this year in USL League One. But maybe not the time to try that one. Settled in front by Akale. Trying to pick out Nico Brett. Instead, Waldeck is there. And Chavez with just a faint touch. May have taken it away from Javier Garcia. He was calling for it. Difficult for a goalkeeper to run out and get that ball. Clipped over everybody. A lot of movement at the near post. Quick restart not available. 90th minute set to elapse. It will be 5 minutes at a minimum in Sherman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official indicated it will be a minimum of 5 minutes.
This is the longest stretch we've gone tonight without a goal for either side. The flag will go up against Brian Padilla.
Stoppage time brought to you by Spokane 31.
25 minutes now since the last goal. In the 65th minute, Jalen Chrysler on the volley. Cross provided by Luis Heel. For his first assist of the season, he had 5 last year for Spokane. The inaugural club captain. Garcia. Spokane have stayed dominant in the last 10-15 minutes or so. They've had the lion's share of possession in that frame. Haven't been able to do much with it though. It's been 20 minutes since the last shot of any kind, which was blocked, in fact. As now Mosey Ramos is down. Any sort of suspected head or neck injury requires an immediate stoppage for the laws of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pair of keys were found in the women's bathroom. If you are missing a set of keys, go to the merch booth and find your keys.
Ramos helped back to his feet. Head coach Adrian Forbes, in his first year in charge of the side, said anything less than a postseason, he will consider falling short. After 2 games without a goal, they have responded so well tonight. A miscue there, but again, the most prominent defense in the league, pierced thrice by Los Pájaros. Vinyals in the pursuit of a winner, has Martin to his right, 18 yards away. Waldeck ran onto it and is tripped up and doesn't get the call. Texoma just send it away. Ramos again just clearing the lines. He's found a teammate this time in McCormick. Baker with space to turn. Again under the care of Luke McCormick. Put everything into the switch. Brought down in the box. And the flag will go up. Elder Flowers Gamboa judged to be offside. That offside trap in the second half really been working well for Spokane, as the yellow card has been shown to the technical area for the visitors. The referee asking Carlos Morencio to back it up even further. '95th minute of the minimum 95.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A caution has been issued by the referee to Spokane Velocity FC head coach Lee Beaton and the 95th minute.
This is Davey Mason now on the prowl, looking for McCormick. In the way is Chrysler. A foot race. Baker goes to ground and concedes the throw. He stayed down injured. And there will be no quick counter for Spokane. The medical staff motioned onto the pitch, and the 95th minute will come and go. Baker with every last bit that he had, tried to get there and keep it alive, and did get there first, but unable to keep it in touch. One more change as Diego Pepe will come off the bench to replace Teddy Baker, whose 15th start has finished in second half stoppage time.
Number 9, Diego Pepe. Leaving the match is number 23, Teddy Baker.
Ipswich Town Academy product. Take a spot on the bench and watch with bated breath the conclusion of this match. Spokane may very well get the last chance. Lucky Oprah set to load up the trebuchet. Can he conjure up something special? Sent into the box, headed away, and the final whistle goes. The third match this season between Texoma and Spokane ends with 3 goals apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Javier Garcia.
An incredible performance from Javier Garcia, especially. 1 point for each side, and the post-game show coming up soon. What an incredible match. The floodlights shining down in Sherman on what has been an unforgettable evening in the Lone Star State. 6 goals split right. Javier Garcia. Will do it. A showdown that was hotly billed in Sherman, and it lived up to the hype and more. 3-3 the final. An incredible contest as the USL League One playoff race heats up. For everybody behind the scenes making this broadcast possible, our producer Tim McDermott, I'm Phil Kalani saying so long and have a great rest of your evening. Good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.